everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel and to the collar tutorial. I hope that you have been doing well, and don't forget to subscribe. So the first thing that you're going to need for this collar tutorial is some circular knitting sticks, and in my case I'm going to be using some of my respun yarn, but first I'm going to spin it because it's kind of knotted up. So now that my yarn is all winded up, we're going to start this tutorial. So first you're going to make your loop and place it on your knitting sticks. I count this as a stitch, so now I'm going to be casting on 37 extra stitches because it's 38 stitches for my front panel and then another 38 stitches for my back panel. I know that that fits for me, and I'm like a small medium, so I'm going to cast on all of those stitches. Once all of our stitches are casted on, you're going to want to make sure that they're all facing the correct way because we're about to just start our first knit row. So what you're going to do, put your knitting stick in the yarn, wrap it around, and pull it through the front. And you're going to complete this knit stitch for the whole of this first row, and then once we complete this row, I'll show you what to do next. Once you've completed your first knit row, you're going to turn your work and face it to the inside, so facing the purl side. And from the purl side, we're going to actually start our decreases, so you're going to go between 2 stitches, wrap your yarn around, and you're going to pull it to the back. And then you're just going to do regular purl stitches after that, and once you hit the end of your row, you're also going to do the decreases. So you're going to take the 2 stitches, wrap your yarn around, and pull it to the back. Once you're back to the knit side, you're also going to do decreases right away again. So you're going to take 2 stitches and do your knit stitch, and then do regular knit stitches for the rest of the row. If you do want to make your collar really wide and kind of lean over your shoulders, you don't want to do so many decreases, so maybe do a knit row, decrease row, knit row. I'm going to keep doing my decrease row until I only have 29 stitches left on my circular knitting sticks, and you can measure and see if that's a good fit for you when you are using circular knitting sticks, and it just makes it able for you to know how many more decreases you need to go and when you should stop. Now I'm going to show you how to add the strings to your collar, as I am approaching the last 2 stitches and don't need to make any more decreases. So once I do my last official decrease, I'm going to start to cast back on some stitches. So I will be casting on 30 stitches for my collar. You can make this 40, you can make it 50. It all depends how long you want your string to be around your collar. And for me, I just wanted a semi-long one since this yarn is also pretty chunky. Once I've casted on all of my 30 stitches, I'll turn my work over, and all I'm going to be doing is a regular knit stitch, and then I'm going to cast off right away. So after my 2 knit stitches, I'm going to take the first stitch over the second stitch, and that's going to be me casting off, as I'm not going to be going over this row again. So I'm going to do my knit stitch and then take my first stitch over the second, and this is me casting off, and I'm going to be casting off for all the 30 stitches, but leaving on my 29 stitches that is still for my collar part, as I still have to make my way over to the other side to make my string. As I'm approaching my last knit stitch here and then cast off, I'm going to be facing the purl side, so I have to make sure that I'm going to only be doing purls and not knit stitches. So I'm going to bring that yarn forward and go into the yarn, wrap around, and pull to the back, and that attaches everything and also my string with my collar. I'm going to continue with my purls until I reach to the other side of my work, and once I reach the other side of my work, I will show you guys what to do. Now that I have reached the other side, I'm going to be casting on again my 30 stitches for my other string, And once I've completed my 30 stitches, I will be repeating the same steps that I just did for the last string. So we're going to be making sure that we're casting off so that we don't have to redo that row. And now once you're done your second string, you are going to now cast off your whole collar. So your knit stitch, carry the first stitch over the second stitch, and continue doing that for the rest of your collar until everything is casted off and all that you have left on your knitting stick is the one loop. You're going to pull that yarn up and you're going to grab your scissors and you're going to snip that yarn off and you're going to pull that yarn through, and then you can weave that into your collar area. And there you have it. You have completed a collar. It is super cute. It is hand knit and you can make a little bow. And I also like that this is versatile where I could just leave it as a string. It's super cute. I love this tutorial and thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe. Catch you later.